What is your God-given talent?
So you do a 3.33k loop. You come into the shooting range, your heart's beating real hard, and you got to shoot at 5 black targets. Bang, 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 bang. You get 5 shots. You miss one, it's an extra penalty loop. Fastest time wins. Australia's had a lot of Winter Olympians, but only 6 in biathlon.
What is biathlon and why is it important to this guy?
There are 509 days until my last shot of getting into the Olympics. The mission is simple. Get to the Olympics by stacking 509 productive days on top of each other. I'm Boris, and this is Project 509.
Rewind 1 year ago to the Paris 2024 Summer Olympics. I come away from my experience there inspired to create a show format that interviews Olympians and athletes in general. And I receive this particular comment. And that is the story of how I connected to Boris Stanish.
This dream of going to the Winter Olympics is more than just going to the Winter Olympics. It's to be the 7th Australian to make it for biathlon.
Absolutely. I've been coming up to Mount Buller since I was 1 year old. I was this big, I could ski before I could walk. And I just gradually went through all the steps you do growing up as a skier, a ski racer, a freestyle skier, going through the programs, and then I started growing. My knees were cooked. They were not happy. I grew too fast. I couldn't downhill ski, and my coach goes, yep, you got to get into cross country and just work in, get some skiing done, keep your fitness while you take a break from downhill skiing. Mind you, I'd done cross country skiing before that. My mum basically gave me a set of skis and goes, yep, you got a lesson today. My neighbour, Jane, she will never let me live it down if I don't give her credit for buying my first cross-country lesson ever. Went to that cross-country lesson, wasn't anything special, and boom, race on the weekend into schools. I think I came 9th at my first one, sent me straight over to the nationals. And I'm going, well, that's pretty sweet. I'm about 9 years old at this point. Don't remember what I did at nationals. It's freaking far away in New South Wales. But I was a little bit hooked because it was something that I go there and I compete and actually be competitive. And then all of a sudden, Mum sees a notification on Facebook. Come and try laser biathlon. And I'm like, what the hell is biathlon? She goes, cross-country skiing and shooting. I go, boom, let's do it. She sent me over to Hawthorn to a scout hole where they're doing laser shooting. And I joined in, loved it. I'd been shooting earlier, because we got a property, you shoot sometimes, it's fun. But this, competitive shooting, that was even better. And it was just the next step after that was to go and do it on snow. I was 13, started first time shooting a real rifle at metal targets on snow. Loved it. I had so much fun that I convinced my parents to send me over to Europe and go on a training camp. And I did my first ever race. Like, I'd never raced before. My first ever race was in Italy. And it was so cool. So cool that I went, you know what? Time to do the Australian Championships in August. And then I won. And was like, done deal. Let's keep doing it.
How old were you then?
14.
Wow.
We can often underestimate how hard someone will work to achieve their dreams.
So you have a coffee before you train?
I have more than one coffee before I train. Oh yeah.
Perfect diet. Everyone laughs about it, but it works.
How much do you train a day?
More than 2 hours most days. Some days we get up to 6, 7, 8, and it really just depends on what we're trying to focus on at that point in time. We try and get more hours in the morning because the weather's better and it's really enjoyable. In the afternoon, at least an hour.
Well, for yourself, it's a very unique sport. Like, I didn't even know it was a sport.
In Australia, it's unique. In Europe, it's a super popular sport. It's one of the top rated. In Germany, it's almost beating the soccer.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go. So just to explain, because if it's that big in Europe, how hard is it then for you to get in? It's not like a walk in the park.
Oh, no. Biathlon is one of the hardest sports in the world. The VO2 max component of biathlon and cross-country skiing, we have the highest VO2 maxes out of almost any sport. Some cyclists are lucky, and they have a VO2 max just as high as the top biathletes and cross-country skiers. Achieving those numbers is incredibly challenging. That puts you in the top, 0.02% of the world. Over the qualifying period, which is from December the year before until sometime in January of the year, which this time it finishes on the 18th of January, conclusion of Project 509, your top 3 races, the points that you get from them are averaged, and it goes into a list. The top 20 nations on the overall score get a certain amount of spots, but anything like the 21st to the 34th countries, they have to self-qualify a spot.
Which is where Australia sits.
Which is where we sit, right?
So the time's 6:20. He's been training for coming up to an hour. It's late, it's dark. I just think, this is a different type of human being to train in these conditions whilst everyone else is gone. It's just him.
Top 10, and then the next 140. That's who you're fighting with. And it's moving every single race. Top guy has a better race than one of his averages. The bar's just gone higher. Fighting with the guys who have access to higher gear, better this, better that, better waxing, more money. So you've got so much to fight for.
I think that sets the stakes though for what Project 509 looks like, because it's not a determined outcome
No.
yet. Like, it's stacking 509 productive days in the hopes that you make the Olympics. And I think you're showing the world, one, how hard your sport is. The second thing you're showing them is the type of dedication you need to make it. And for yourself, the question I would love to ask you is, why do you have to be so disciplined? Why post every single day the journey? And how important is it not to take a day off, not just from posting, but mainly from training?
I like this question. You've come up with a good question. Why am I so disciplined to post every single day? Because if I stopped, the one kid that mattered on that day would miss out on it. You got to do the things you got to do, and you got to pull along the future generation with you. Because when one kid misses out, so do the kids that they inspire to keep going as well.
I love that.
And training-wise, it's not about not having a day off. It's about continuing to stack. It's all compounding, what you do, whether that's positive or negative. And if I let it go and let it be negative, come on, man, you can do better than that. If I have to look myself in the mirror in the morning and it's cold outside and I look at myself and I go, wow, I could have done more.
How then has having like an audience cheer you on, even though they're not physically with you training, but they're online cheering you on, how does that make you feel?
Oh, it's great. Online, in person. I mean, I'll be skiing up the mountain and I got people yelling off the chairlifts, go Boris, go Boris. I'm like, who is that? Oh, you don't know me, keep going, well done. I went, thanks. I guess I'll just keep crawling up the hill at my steady pace. Just keep going. One foot in front of the other.
The mission is simple. Dude, it's so good.